what's going on there, because I figured out what the problem is. So remember that one video that you were just kind of having a really bad reaction to, that guy threw the food on the ground? So for some reason I was on YouTube last night. Now, you know, apparently if you start looking at these garbage newbie trainers, they must all put the same tag. They must all tag that mini educator or something. It's the most god-awful color. Okay, let me reenact it. Oh, this is exactly what it looks like. Here you go. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Oh, yeah. No.
Look, here's the button. Yeah. Here's the button. Except for, let me tell you what's going to happen, people. It's going to get turned around in your hand. You're going to hit the wrong button. And your little boost button, well, let me tell you what. You need to change that to called shutdown button. For some reason, I'm after these people. And then I figured out it was these bangs. Because the Kelly character has bangs, so it keeps the, it keeps the stuff from penetrating. Once I got rid of the bangs, so that was that guy that Zach George went after. And Greg said, oh, well, 200 of our people went on Zach George's page and attacked him. I said, then things are worse than I thought. If 200 people agree with this Josh's video, which is the worst thing I've ever seen, it's the most garbage, terrible training, and that's what I said to him. It is terrible. The dog's attitudes are terrible. Please put it in slow-mo. And what you got is a bunch of darting down eyes, a bunch of, and then I said, if you're not going to do that, at least get some balls and don't disable the comments. No, that's Nyla. In the script, Nyla's owners hear her, and then it's not Nyla. Why do I keep calling that dog Nyla? No wonder they don't come. Alright, knock it off, Molly. You're going to be outside in a minute, Molly, like the Flintstones. That's what the Flintstones did with their dog. Anyway, so I'm after these people, and, my challenge would be, oh, not the transparency challenge like the clicker trainers. What's the transparent? If you truly believe, knock it off, Eli. That's what goes on around here. That you could show me prettier. Put him outside, please. I will. Eli's old and crazy.
Yeah.
No, he really can't. He's old and crazy. There's such a thing as that in dogs. I mean, if you think we're actually going to get him out and train him out of that, that's what Ricky couldn't understand. Like, why would we just let Molly exist? And I mean, well, you have to understand, if you don't interject yourself in a dog's life, they're sort of existing in a certain state. People are either augmenting or decreasing behaviors that exist within that state. They're not. It's not all how you raise them. I mean, apparently I think that was that thing you were telling about, these pit bulls, wherever Shaker Heights is. Oh, that must be in Ohio. Mauled this woman, and of course now they want to outlaw pit bulls. And of course this guy said it's all in how you raise them, so there's actually a third character now who knows nothing about dogs, who's only taking in information from the general public, as a basis for some freakish online thesis she's writing. Some Unabomber manifesto. Anyway, the bottom line is I went after this kid Josh last night, and I mean, I'll read you the email because and I said I'm going to make this the Cliff Notes version because I know you were already attacked by Zach George. But what a dog trainer needs to understand, if you're being attacked by someone who, is in the what? It was exactly.
We should put a wig on it.
No, it's Greg's remote. We should do a parody video, and I'm just using this thing for a remote. Yeah. Then I realized, oh my God, it was a pumpkin. Stacy's like, I gotta write some better lines. I said, Josh, this is this kid, Josh. I mean, he's a terrible trainer. The upside of that is you can change and get better. I mean, it's not, it's not a foregone conclusion. You can change and get better, but they don't understand the concept of harnessing momentum. They only seem to understand the concept of shutting down. So this is what I said to the kid, and I don't know why I'm after these people. I've always said real dog trainers don't go on YouTube attacking other dog trainers, but apparently they do. Only because, and they're not my enemy. This kid is not my enemy. I mean,
Yeah, you just want him to do
I wouldn't let this kid do an internship here because he's just a little bit too cocky, but they can change. Learn the concept of harness the momentum. Stop shutting these dogs down. I said, Josh, I'm going to keep this a clip-nosed version because I know you were already attacked by Zach George, but the stuff you're posting on YouTube is terrible. The dog's attitudes are some of the worst I've ever seen. I have seen. Please put in slow-mo. The eye avoidance is painful, in my opinion. No, painful, because Kelly doesn't have any punctuation. It's basically just one sentence.
They call that a
That could be read 9 different ways, just like her, command. All right, whatever. You are an enemy of the state of e-collars with this stuff. With the stuff you are doing. No, comma. Show me some happy animated workers and I'll apologize. I'm always throwing that one in there. Until then, at least have balls enough not to disable the comments. Jesus, I'll help you any way I can. E-collar trainers need to hold themselves to a standard of animated dogs, not shut them down. It's painful to see. I'm not lying. If you actually think other trainers, and I think trainers need to ask themselves, who do I count among my friends? Who are my contemporaries? If there are a bunch of other people using a pinch collar, and this thing, because none of my friends use this thing. I mean, Mark uses the Dogtra. Kurt and Helen use the Dogtra and the Bart Balloon collar, the Mountain Systems. But I think they like the new one. I love the new one. Oh, in Kelly's Fantasy World, a gift arrives from wherever Bart Balloon's from. And it's the e-collar.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, right. It's a fantasy show. It's not reality. Anyway, this guy Stefan attacked me on there for this video of this Weimaraner. It was terrible. They told me the dog was through. It had no food drive. They'd added to a bunch of other trainers, shut down trainers, and I did the best I could. I mean, when they came back to pick up the dog, I said, it was the hardest I've ever struggled to get a dog eating. I don't think I ever even could. I think if we watched the last video, it maybe took one tiny bite, but if you said it wasn't in food drive, I would say absolutely believe you. And I said, Stefan, I do the best I can. I got, a ton of animated workers, and then rather than, I don't know, then he ended up trying to befriend me, and then when people are like that, I let him be my friend. But I mean, it's not like they can really rip apart my science. Sure, I can't break a husky from yelling, but who can?
They're very yucky.
Anyway, I don't know. I will tell you, my heart does kind of hurt about that Scott thing. I think maybe that's how you really know that someone was disloyal, or had a disloyal intention. You know that. Anyway, the real Kelly. That's the problem. It's his hairstyle. It's the hairstyle. We got to go to Zeta, because remember I used to have bangs. Stacy, remember? Oh, Summer, can you get me a water?
Yeah.
Remember I used to have bangs. I'm so thirsty. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Stacy's like, what are you doing? No, that's because I'm putting my hair the wrong way. Oh, no, it goes this way. It goes this way. Look. No, this way. I can't see in the mirror. No, wait, this way. Anyway, so Stacy sent me this email that Remy needed his shots or something. I mean, he's basically lived here more as his life, but I'm gonna make up some kind of thing so we can let George know, Stace, that this is a viable hobby. I mean, what does this guy want? You knitting caps for everyone in the office? Stop it. Anyway, so the thing was, we got to get him to. And honestly, girl, I'm going to try to get them all at once. I don't even really want to put that on Dr. Castro, but that's the best thing to do. If we just have to take that whole day off somewhere. I mean, it's a whole day project. Stacy will have pizza delivered that day for us.
Yeah.
She's already she's looking for ideas. For all you viewers at home that say, that we put too many demands on the Stacy character. She writes this stuff. It's not us. Anyway, so then Remy needed his rabies shot. I can't get this water down.
Got your tea in there, probably.
We gotta go. I'm foaming.